enough to oppose them. Relentless in their skill and courage, not only in the air, but also on the ground. These brave soldiers have forged for themselves a place of honor in America's heart. And not to be outdone by the jumper in front of him, the next jumper shifts all of his concentration to the target for another beautiful target area level work. They're attached by our 900 square foot Army Star drop flag. That's larger than your average single reach closer to the target area. You may hear the pilot give the command of ready break as they separate for 1 and 2 beautiful target area landings.
Extended service life to 2040 and beyond, as the Air Force's largest and only strategic airlifter, the C-5M Super Galaxy can carry more cargo farther distances than any other aircraft. With a payload of 6 and mine-resistant, ambush-protected vehicles, MRAPs, for up to 5 helicopters, the C-5 can haul forces in Desert Storm. The C-5 delivers unmatched capability to carry enormous loads over global distances. Now, the Reliability Enhancement Re-Engineering Program, or WERP, began in 2006. It includes fitting new General Electric F-138s, which are winding up now. Engines, pylons, auxiliary power units, and upgrades to aircraft skin and train landing gear, cockpit pressurization system. Sounds like a major overhaul. Look at this baby go! At what appears to be very, very slow speeds, here comes the C-5M Super Galaxy. Oh, and you know, while it's buzzing along, the engine, each engine gulps 42 tons of air per minute. And you can put a bowling alley, 8 lanes in it too. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen, slow flight, the C-5M Super Galaxy. And here come the Golden Knights down the flight line. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your service and your performance here today. And speaking of performance, can you believe it's something that big can fly that slow? Ooh. By the way, to make sure that it keeps flying, there's 100 miles of wiring. Now with these new CF6 engine, they produce 22% more thrust, 50,000 pounds per engine, providing a 30% shorter takeoff, a 38% higher climb rate to initial altitude, an increased cargo load, and longer range. The crew is typically 7, the aircraft commander, first pilot, 2 flight engineers, 3 loadmasters. Minimum crew, pilot, co-pilot, 2 flight engineers. The wingspan is 222 feet. The tail height is 65 feet. That's about 6.5 stories tall. By the way, to service the tail on his airplane, believe it or not, in the vertical fin, there is a ladder that you can climb to go and check everything out internally. She's 247 feet long. Empty weight, brace yourself, 380,000 pounds. Maximum takeoff weight, 840 pounds. 840,000 pounds. That's 420 tons. Fuel capacity of the airplane, 51,150 US, of 8,100 miles with no cargo on board. And with 750 surprise, get your cameras up and ready. Get ready to go with this. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The C-5M, the PhotoPass. $1,674 aspirin tablets for when you really have a headache, and only 2,419,558 golf balls. The difference between ping pong balls and golf balls is the weight. Golf balls are significantly heavier. Now, each wing of this airplane weighs over 40,000 pounds, which is equivalent to the weight of a C-130 without the engines. And each C-5 contains over 4 miles of tubing. Coming around from the left, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the C-5M. Now, each C-5 engine nacelle is 1.5 times the length of a Cadillac, and it's large enough to garage a Mustang. The fuel capacity of the C-5, 49,000 gallons, would empty 6.5 rail tank cars. Also, its fuel capacity is equal to the volume of an average 5-room house. And the fuel weight of the C-5 is equal, almost equal, to the maximum gross weight of a fully loaded C-141A. Here we go, they're set up in the landing configuration. They're gonna bring her by here nice and slow. I'm gonna let you listen to the engines on this aircraft because they are just so impressive. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to land. We're going to demonstrate to you the short stopping capabilities of the C-5M. Hang on, everybody. It's going to be quick. And coming right up behind it, that's the C-17 Globemaster III, which we're going to fly next year for you. 17, that was a combat veteran, was found over in France, which gave it back to us. And it was ferried back here, disassembled in a C-5. They took her apart and they said, let's get this baby loaded. They brought her back here. Not only did they bring her back here, they restored her here. It took them about 10 years to do it. It was truly a work of art and love. And then it was flown out to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. The airplane, shoo, baby. A certified combat veteran B-17G. Brought back overseas courtesy of the C-5. Notice the short turning radius here on the C-17. We're going to line her up and we're going to cut her loose. It's my pleasure this afternoon to describe to you today's flight demonstration by America's premier airlifter, the Boeing C-17 Globemaster III, the aircraft that ensures rapid global mobility for America. The aircraft will take off performing a maximum climb angle, demonstrating its impressive power and the ability to depart an airport where enemy resistance is suspected. With a departure climb angle of just over 25 degrees nose up, the aircraft will reach over 1,500 feet before crossing the departure end of the runway on the takeoff roll, the C-17 Globemaster III. Pilots for today's demonstration are Major Nathaniel Batts, Captain Alex Darger, and Captain Sierra Kelly, along with Loadmaster Staff Sergeant Charles Palmer. This crew has a combined total of over 13,000 flying hours in various aircraft, including the C-17 Globemaster, C-130 Hercules, T-6 Texan, and the T-1 Jayhawk. The C-17's first pass today will be a high-speed pass. After completing a 270-degree turn to align with the runway, the crew will accelerate to 340 knots, demonstrating the rapid strategic capability of the airplane. Notice how quiet the C-17 is while passing show center. This gives the Globemaster a tactical advantage while flying low over hostile territory. The C-17 provides a direct delivery capability that combines the intercontinental cargo carrying capabilities of large aircraft such as the C-5 Galaxy with the short runway capability of the much smaller C-130 Hercules. It can routinely land on runways only 3,500 feet long, free to carry over 170,000 pounds of cargo. The range of the C-17 with this amount of cargo is 2,400 nautical miles. However, the C-17 can reach anywhere in the world non-stop using its air refueling capability. As the aircraft passes, please notice the wing leading edge slats and large powered lift wing flaps. These devices literally change the shape of the C-17 wing, and they are the key to its low final approach speed, enabling the aircraft to land and stop in short distances. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen, the slow flyby, courtesy of the C-17. Tell you what, the acceleration on this aircraft is impressive. The C-17 will now maneuver to show its ability to fly at slow speeds and demonstrate its advanced aerodynamics in action. The aircraft is performing a series of steep banks The steep bank turns to maneuver for a low-speed pass and circle over the airfield. To give you a better idea of the aircraft's overall size, those winglets are over 9 feet tall. C-17 is extremely agile at both high and low speed, making it easy to operate in any tactical situation, including the combat delivery capability of paratrooper or heavy equipment airdrop. The C-17 uses a quadruple redundant fly-by-wire system to run its flight controls. The fly-by-wire system means the aircraft's flight controls are electronically operated by inputs from the control sticks. There are 4 separate flight control computers, each of which can manage the entire system by itself. The computers continuously monitor the flight controls and each other. If there are any problems, they automatically work around the disabled system. In addition to these features, the C-17 still has a mechanical backup. The aircraft is now maneuvering to demonstrate a full flap approach to a simulated short field runway. This short field capability allows the C-17 Globemaster III to land at over 6,000 airfields worldwide, than currently available to the C-5 Galaxy for commercial wide-body aircraft. The crew is simulating an arrival to an airfield with hostile forces nearby. This approach tactic can also be used from a very high altitude to avoid enemy fire. The C-17 made its inaugural flight in September 1991. Since then, the C-17 set over 20 world records, including payload to altitude and time to climb records. Boeing delivered the first operational C-17 to Charleston Air Force Base in June of 1993. From the left, the C-17. Now the crew will demonstrate the very short landing distance of the C-17 using only 1,500 feet. The aircraft is demonstrating the capability limited to 1,000 feet, the ability to receive back up under its own power. Ground maneuverability is extremely important when space is limited for off-road operations on a day-to-day basis. Provides a highly responsive and flexible airlift capability for America. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's demonstration of the C-17 Globemaster III and just some of its unique capabilities. On behalf of the men and women of the United States Air Force Air Mobility Command in Charleston Air Force Base, we thank you for being with us today. We hope you enjoyed this brief look at the C-17 Globemaster III, the United States Air Force's core airlifter and workhorse, providing rapid global mobility for America today and tomorrow and into the 21st century.